Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming at you with part 2 of the tour of the Randolph County Infirmary. The last video we explored the basement and kind of explained and went into depth with some of the more important rooms in there. Important, like, to the investigation, I guess, not like important in general. But today we're gonna go and take a look at the rest of the building. First we'll be looking at the first floor, then the second, then we'll be looking at the attic. So I hope you guys enjoy the video today, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Gentlemen, we're here at the old Blackford County Jail, standing in the middle of the fucking road.
I need to get some of those.
There it is.
That video is looking great.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the video, bro.
Something's in here. I can feel it.
Hello?
I got fucking goosebumps now. Nah, bitch, go! 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 No!
Alright, boys and girls, we're on the first
Alright,
floor.
the one thing I want to point out here, I'm not going to stop in each and every room, okay?
Yep.
Everything in these rooms is natural with the building, okay? The one thing I want to point out here is, see that? You'll notice them outside of every room. What is it?
Security system.
What it was.
Those right there?
What it was, keep in mind, this building was built before there was electricity.
Yep.
You ain't got nothing for light in these rooms except oil lamps. And they stink and smoke. And so the contractors at that time knew full well that you had to put a ventilation hole in every room. Every room. Or you have a room full of toxic fumes constantly. Okay? And that was before they even knew what kind of doors they was gonna put in. Because the doors have got transit filters would have served the same purpose.
That's cool.
So you'll see that holes in the wall on every room. Including the sick room that we're getting ready to get to down the hall. But yeah,
Sweet.
the ammo box naturally wouldn't have been in there. And I'll be honest with you, that bed that's in there is not natural with this room. He's a collector, the owner is a collector, so he puts stuff in there. Now, everything in that room is natural with the building.
Nice.
You are gonna stop.
That's fucking cool, ain't it?
That's cool.
All right, this would not have been in this room. What is this?
This is a gurney bed.
This is the deck. Quit leaning on the light switch.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah. The switch has got a short.
There we go.
Okay. This is the dead gurney. This is what they'll wheel into your room and pick you up on it, take you to the front of the building. All right. We just didn't have any place to put it, so we shoved it in here.
This is original?
Yes.
Nice.
And so is this bed. All right, this is the kind of beds that they had right here. All right, every room in the building is set up exactly like this room. You would, except for this. You would have your bed, then you got your foot locker, and right there along that wall you're leaning on would have been a dresser. And right here would have been a round lamp stand, where in later years they could plug a lamp into a radio or whatever. Then a bedpan, and right back here beside the window there would have been a rocking chair. Every room, both male and female, is set up exactly like this room. All right, exactly like this room. So remember that as we go. Now, whose room are we in, male or female?
Mel.
Yeah, now.
Okay, come here and look out and see the cars.
Yep.
Right, now this is the first floor sick room. Remember me telling you that was the sick room. Here's your laundry chute. That'll take you down to the basement real quick, and you know where. Okay? Okay, so let's go in this room. Now here, there would have been a toilet right there, like in the sick room right above us. It's obvious that there was one that don't work, obviously. All right, so there would have been a toilet there, there would have been running water out here. There would have been 3 beds in here. And then they wouldn't have been bunk beds either. There would have been 3 beds in here. If you got tuberculosis, you're gonna die probably. And that you would always come into this room. And I don't care whether you're male or female. You're gonna be in this room. Now look at the vent hole.
Sealed it, yeah.
They don't want to get out of the room. So the transom there above him would have been closed. The glass would have been in the window. Your laundry chute is right there. And so you still gotta strip the contaminated sheets. But here, you gotta carry them out there in the hall and stick them in the chute. Why? Why didn't they just put a door right here? You know? So see, they were thinking, but not thinking enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think it is? Church? The men's first floor church.
Oh, that's what that is.
There's the hole down there.
Nope, I don't see them all. See the little white garage right out there?
Yeah.
Right behind that garage, there's a little pauper cemetery. And it ought to have all 4 corners lined with solar lights. You know, there's 51 people from this building buried out there.
Really?
I know who they are, not the first marker. I know who they are, but I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
But you can see the corner pieces by the corner piece, wrought iron corner rocks out there. You can go out there too if you want to. And that very big building, barn, it's on the other side of that garage. You're welcome to go in there too, if you want to. It's cold.
What about the mummy that's out there?
Oh, you remembered that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Back in 1937 or 38, someplace in that time period, there was an old boy that died over in Ansonia, Ohio. Ansonia's only about 25 miles over here. And nobody knew who he was. He's just a guy that showed up and nobody knew who he was. And so they don't know what to do with him. And so they advertise and everything else and nobody comes and gets him. So what they do, that was my stomach that you heard about. So what they did was, there's a couple of boys over there in Ansonia enterprising. And so they took the old boy and rolled him up in muslin cloth and rolled him around the dirt. So he looked like a mummy. Okay? And so these little boys throw him in the back of their car, and they've gone around all the little towns in this area, and setting up a tent and putting sawhorses and stuff and setting the mummy on the sawhorse in a casket type thing, you know. And they were selling for 10 cents a look peeps of a real Egyptian mummy. And of course, it's all a lie. It's all bullshit, you know. And he ate a bomb. And they carry him around for all these little towns. He getting riper and riper and riper. And by the time they got him to Winchester, this old boy just turned into gel. I mean, he's ripe, real ripe. And they set him up at a tent in the courthouse lawn up there. They got people lined up there down the street. And they're 10 cents. You get to go see a mummy. Cool. And so they get to notice some people coming out of the tent throwing up and everything. So this guy's bad, you know. And it happened to enough people to piss him off. And so you can't put a stiff in the trunk of your car and drive around with it and put him on public display. You will get arrested. Okay. So somebody finally went to the sheriff's department. Here comes the sheriff. And of course they arrested 2 old boys that are carrying him around, you know. Now they got the stiff, and they don't know what to do with him. So they know there's a pauper cemetery out here. So they bring him out here and bury him right out there. And he went by the name of Mose, M-O-S-E. Nobody really knew his real name. All right, so they bury him out there. So I'll tell you, there's 51 people and one mummy buried out there. I'm not lying to you. That really happened. And he is out there. No, I don't know where Mose is, but he is out there.
That's crazy stuff.
This is not another laundry chute, although it looks like one. It's a pass-through into a ladies, into a suite. Okay?
Oh, there's a
This
new
is
one.
the room that doors out and pass away.
Look at that guy.
Oh, man.
He looks so much like my brother-in-law. He died on it. Died in the high room.
So this is where that video was taken, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
And you captured a voice, right? And it
Yeah.
just, it was
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the video, bro.
Was this dog? Was this dog here on top? Was this dog here on top?
Oh, yeah.
Tell him, oh my god.
What's up, girl?
There we are. Nice.
I never heard like that one.
Doris, do you like that?
Sure you did.
Was it your mom?
That looks like, sounds like wishful thinking to me.
Oh, that guy.
Well, since it's all guys, I can tell you this, I knew one once that looked like that too, and I got her cherry. And guess what? I married it. So it don't matter, man, it'll screw you one way or the other.
So these are Doris's actual
Yes, the ones
dolls
on the
right
shelf
here.
are really Doris' dolls. All the rest of them in here are ones that people brought. And you look here on the front page, Doris Addington, she wrote this in here by herself. So this was her hymnal. So I got it in here for her.
She wrote her name on there. Wow, that's your handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Doris Addington.
Some people bring her dolls and go to some extremes. Them babies right there, cost about dollars. Big dollars. Somebody actually brought that here. One of the weirdest ones we got in here is the man doll. That's just a creep by itself. I don't like that one. And that one there's got no eyes. So that kind of fits. But these are dolls that just some people brought in. Now, since I like you guys, I'm gonna tell you there's a trap in here.
Trap?
There's a trap. Come here, let me show you. I'm gonna show you.
My bad.
Okay, behind this door, there is, beyond any doubt, the world's oldest toilet paper holder. Really, that's my incentive to get you to come in here. There was a toilet right here, okay?
Yeah.
So there's a toilet there. Now, if you come in here and your head hits that doll's foot, that doll will come right off that shelf and go right down your back.
Nice. That's a pretty weird looking dog right there.
Katie tells me I gotta tear it down because I'm gonna cause somebody to have a heart attack. And I said, why no CPR? She went, hell, I gotta do, Carl, you just 4 miles away. I said, they'd have a better chance than the folks that used to live here. You know, 3 or 6, for 1893.
What the hell?
Just peep show.
Noah's room. So, as appreciation for watching this video, I wanted to let you know that in the actual documentary, this is the place where we catch the most compelling evidence you may ever see. it's definitely the most compelling evidence I've ever caught, so definitely check in and look forward to that.
So my friend got the imprint window.
Nice.
All the pictures on here say like.
Yeah, I actually wrote some stuff here.
Yeah, Noah.
There should be something new.
Thank you for letting us play Noah.
I wrote
I
a
didn't
couple of notes here, actually.
That is old as shit. Hey, it works though. This is Rick Mortis.
Oh, shit.
Rip Mortis. It's supposed to be Rick Mortis.
I did, I know.
Yo, it's the interesting.
That was like an actual TV show.
Yeah, it's always
Like a film book, there's a tribe.
The little boy's name is Noah.
Huh, sounds familiar. I wonder why. His name's Noah, right there. That's Noah.
That is?
That's Noah.
Okay.
You belong here, bud.
Well,
You found a friend. I think you gotta find Noah tonight. Noah.
There's a 10-year-old kid in here, and he's 8 years old, and his name is Noah. And I don't know his last name, but he was in here with his mother. His dad, this is 1943, okay? His dad is in Europe fighting Nazis, all right? Mom just got her house repossessed, and her and Noah have to live here. Needless to say, neither one of them want to be here, but they're here, all right? Noah got the old-fashioned measles in 1943, and it killed him. I had him in 1955. Mom said I about died. It used to kill you. All right. And so Noah is in here still. And if you get in contact with him, you won't see him. But what he'll tell you, he can talk to you like through a spirit box and stuff. He may want you to draw him a picture of an airplane or a car, or a dog, or a cat, or something. And that's what you'll see. All these things are just pictures and notes that people have given to Noah, you know. And all of these, in these folders, are pictures and all that kind of stuff. So help yourself look at them if you want to. Doesn't make no difference. What I have found out is that some people can draw and some people can't draw with a damn. It's really kind of fun.
I've got a couple notes in there somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're still there. We ain't taking none of them out.
What the fuck?
He said he was a little dart there.
I was trying to stick it on you, right?
Hit you right here.
All right. So,
Nice.
I do know Noah's here, and this is an active room. Remember I said the lady's side, this floor, was about number 3, where you got the dolls, you got Noah, you got all this stuff all along through here.
Lights.
Camera. Action.
No, you're sleeping in Noah's room.
It was just like, oh shit, there's a door open.
All right, you want me to run the second floor? It's just a good mirror image. Well, let's do the men's side anyhow. So this has got this side. Let's use this side here, because this is about number 4, Holland, okay?
All right.
When we go to the attic, we're gonna be going that way there.
Let's go.
All right, this first room was the judge. This is where the judge stayed in this room. See the windows, how dirty they are? When I show you John Oliver's room, you're gonna be amazed at the cleanliness of his window. It's the cleanest window on this whole second floor. We tell people we still wash the window. We don't wash the stinking windows. I'm not going up on that. This is not all the panels. This is the window he got shoved out of backwards.
That's where we got shoved out.
Yes, it is. There's a wheelchair right down there now, it wasn't there then. This is the window that John Oliver Champ got shut
That is
down.
fucking way cleaner. At least this one.
And this is John Oliver's room. Now, if you got anything to play music on, he loves Hank Williams Sr. He does not like Junior. I was in here with Amy O'Rabbit late one night, and she was playing with Ghost, and I was thinking about playing with her. She's kind of cute, very beautiful. She's from Geneva Lake, Wisconsin, and got long brown hair, goes clear down to her ass. She's beautiful. But she had all kinds of Ghost playing equipment down there, and she was playing Junior, or Senior to him, you know? And he was sitting there making them lights go off and on to the beat of music. And I thought it was kind of cool, so I made a smart ass remark I shouldn't have. I said, John Oliver, you're here. I said, why don't you and me roll up a big doobie and we'll put on Pink Floyd and go to the Dark Side of the Moon. Zip, he's gone. It was over. So don't talk to him about Pink Floyd. He don't like AC/DC either.
Oh, I'm dead.
I like AC/DC.
Come on, man. Hell yeah.
How about Dick giving the dog a bone? You in here, John Oliver?
Johnny boy.
He used to be, until I said that. But this is his room, it really is.
Is Red sleep? I'll sleep in here with you, man. Don't worry.
I'll sleep on the top of the cell. Sleep on the top. But yeah, is there still a big old shit in there?
Yeah, I don't want to use that anymore.
Okay, now Nick Ross, when he spent his second night, he was right here on this bunk. Alright, if one of you's planning on sleeping in here, pick that other mattress up, put it on there, and it'll be more comfortable. I sat in here one night with Christopher and Philip Booth. They both had SLS cameras, and of course I know they'll map things. It's not real. I know they will. But they had them looking right through there, you know, and there was a stick figure back in there kind of dancing around back there. We had him on there for about an hour.
Really?
And he actually said, he agreed to us when we asked him if he'd ever spent any time in his cell. He said he had.
Really?
So.
Yeah, I've got an SLS camera, so I'll definitely be busting that out tonight.
I had a Boy Scout leader bring a bunch of Boy Scouts out here once. He don't show them how brave he was. I'll sleep in that jail cell while the Boy Scouts slept down there in the bedrooms. You know, he lasted till about midnight. Packed up his stuff and went down there with him.
That's funny. That's a ladies' sex floor sick room. Now I know there's probably some horrific stories in there, but I don't know them, so I don't say it.
Not here with it.
All right, now there is a spirit in this room, and she's right here around these flowers. Her name is Lulu Wood. Okay? And now the year, have I got all of you?
Yeah.
The year is 1915. Place has only been open 15 years, and it is definitely not gender segregated yet. Okay? Well, Lulu is only 15 years old, or 14 years old. Lulu's mama passed away, but before she did, Lulu remarried, okay? And so Lulu's got a stepdad, or Lulu didn't, Lulu's mama remarried.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lulu's got a stepdad, okay? Well, her mama died, Now stepdad's gotta raise her, but she's 14 years old. He don't want to. And so what he decided to do is kind of let the dust settle, then he'll bring Lulu out here, and him and Lulu will live here for free, you know? And so that's exactly what he did. And when he came in the office down there where you guys signed in, hey, you guys got the same last name, you're family. So you guys share the same room. Mistake, big mistake. Okay, so they put them in the same room. And Lulu's stepdad raped her. And Lulu probably didn't even know what was going on, but he raped her. And within less than 2 months, Lulu's definitely, obviously pregnant. All right, now this little girl's only 14 years old. And she's walking around out here, don't know nobody, and she's showing. Well, back in them days, it was bad news. That was really bad news, okay? Well, it was obvious that she was pregnant, so the Quaker caretakers here come and got stepdad, and they took him into Winchester to jail. Rape. And he put him in jail. And I know he's dead today, but actually I hope he's still in jail. I really do. But, and I'm sure Lulu does too, but he's in jail. Her poor Lulu, no mama, nobody, everybody she knows is either dead or gone in jail or something, you know. And she's walking around out here and it's obvious that she's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day. And back in 1915, that was bad, 16 or 15 or 16, that was bad news. And it wasn't the men out here that was giving her a bad time, naturally, it was the women, okay? And so here's the women, they said, what on earth did you do to entice him to do such a nasty thing like that to you? It's all her fault, and it isn't her fault at all. You know it ain't, but that's the way they treated people back in them days. It really is. It was definitely the woman's fault. The women meant nothing. What they were good for was sex, cooking, and cleaning. They couldn't even vote till in the 1920s, if you remember. A woman was just somebody else to work for you, and that's about it, you know. And so that's the way she was treated. And these old women out here that's giving her a bad time even told her how she could get rid of the kid. They'd say there's an orphan's home right out here by Winchester Speedway. It's gone today. It's been torn down. Said you can give your baby up for adoption out there. But she ain't gonna do it. She's heard enough of these people. She's gonna have the baby and raise it right here in front of them. You know? And so she does. Eventually has the baby. And the little girl's name is Alice Lucinda. I think that's what I told you that baby's name was, Alice Lucinda. And Alice Lucinda is here, born out here, okay? She's also still here, because she was born in 1916, so she's dead too. Baby's dead too, okay? So now, Alice Lucinda, Lulu's trying to raise her out here. Somebody complains to the county commissioners. County commissioners, nope, that's not what this is. And so they come out here and take Lucinda away from her and takes her out here to the orphan's home. Put her up for adoption. All right, somebody by the name of Howell, Howell, from Muncie, comes and adopts her and takes her home. All right, but they also give Lulu, the baby's mother, lifetime visitation rights. All right, now Lulu can't go out here and jump in her Buick and ride to Muncie. She ain't got one. All right, but the Howell family actually brings Lucinda over here very often to see her mother. So Lulu's happy with that. She ain't got no problem with it. Doesn't cost her nothing to live here. And she told these little bitches over here to fuck off. So she's getting along with everybody out here now, which she should have a long time ago. And so she spends the rest of her life here. Now, she died when she was 73 years old. So she spent a lot of time out here. All right, now up at the museum, I've got a picture of Lulu laying in her casket. with a white flowered blanket over, and in the center of these flowers, there's red roses that spelled out Lulu. So I know it's her. And I've got that picture up at the museum. I've got to get that picture out here and frame it and put it up here on the wall. I'm not sure they'll even give it to me though. Yeah. But I do know that Lulu and Alice Lucinda is still here. I know they're here.
Shit. That looked expensive.
You're good.
What do you think?
It's huge.
And there's fucking the doll I was talking about. Oh shit.
Joseph's ball we kick?
Here's the little dolly.
Alright, the first thing I got to show you all, save the bridge to next. These uprights, there's several uprights up here. Every one of these uprights have trippers off to the side. So if you ain't paying attention, you can do some pretty serious face plants up here. These things right here are called corn cleaners. What they did is just an old bed spring. They grew a lot of popcorn out here, and they let it almost get dry on the cob. Then they threw it in these springs and put a sheet down on the floor underneath it and shake it, and it would shell itself right through the springs onto the sheet down there. And they put them on out here on these wire things to keep mice from getting in them. Well, we all know Indiana mice are smarter than that. They can get into that, no trouble at all. So what they do, they shell all the way out, gather it up in a big mason jar, and either sell it out along the side of the road or use it here. That's what both of these things up here are. All right. Now the next thing you probably notice are fake flower petals on the floor. There's gold ones, there's pink ones, and there's blue ones. That's how many weddings we've actually had up here. People rent this attic off of us to get married in. Believe that or not, they really do.
Do they do that?
Because they just think it's cool. It's always done in October. Imagine that.
Here's the doll.
There's a little buddy down there. Now don't piss him off. If he's got his blue bear and he's back in the fence pocket, he's happy. If he doesn't, he's not going to jump in your face. Poor little Ron.
Hey, little buddy. Yeah.
Sir?
This guy got featured in my first video. That door's fucking open again. Nah. Fuck off.
Who put that there?
Fuck off.
Bro, I swear that was not there.
I swear to God it wasn't.
Hey, guys!
Fuck off.
No, not gonna.
There's no face on him. He's a timeout doll.
That's creepy. Who kicked that ball?
He did.
Okay.
Somebody did. Okay, dude. Everything cool up here tonight? You keeping a good eye on things? How you looking with your face buried in your hands? You ought to be up here so you can pay attention to stuff. He's pretty cool, dude. I like him. All right, remember I said the judge was allowed to hold mock trials up here?
Yep.
Well, right in this area is where he held them. Now, I'm gonna turn on a light on this end. One of them, make sure you watch me. Right here's the light switch for this end.
Yeah.
Okay, and that door goes down to the second floor church. There's a step that goes down. Now the caution tape, there's a hole in the floor right there. So since we don't trust that floor, we really don't want you to go back in there. That, and if you're up here wandering around, that'll put your eye out. All right, so mind the caution tape on this end of the building. There's some on the other end too, but there's no reason to worry about the other end.
Okay.
All right, now, one more story, guys, and then I'm just about really done. Christopher Booth was sitting right there. Philip Booth was sitting right there. Do you guys know who they are? We call them Hollywood. They work for the Sci-Fi Channel. They're independent filmmakers and stuff, okay? And I was saying about where you are, and Philip said, "Do you reckon the judge is still up here?" I said, "Yeah, I think so." And then all of a sudden he said, "Looky here," and I looked down on his screen, and right there, that post, there's a stick figure head coming out from behind that post on both of their screens. He said, "That the judge?" And I said, "Probably." He said, "Do you know him?" I said, "Well, I'm sure I do by now." He said, "Does he like you?" And I said, "I think so." He said, "Go talk to him and see if you can get him to come out from behind that post. We'd like to see him better." And so I just walked over here. I said, "Judge, if this is you, buddy, come on out from behind that. That camera them guys got can't hurt you a bit." I said, "They want to see what you look like. They make you look like stick figures." And they said they want to see you better. So if you don't mind, would you mind coming out from behind you? Of course, I can't see him. Naturally, I haven't got an SLS camera. So I come over here as soon as I said that, and I leaned against this chimney. Christopher popped right up and said he's following you. Philip says, as a matter of fact, he's leaning against the chimney right here, just like you are, right beside you. And of course, I wanted to see him. So I'm sitting there looking real good, and the next thing you know, I got the cold sweats. And I mean, I'm sick. I'm really sick. I'm gonna pass out. And Christopher said immediately, he said, "Ted, I believe the judge likes you. He just put his hand on your shoulder." Well, no, I don't feel his hand on my shoulder, but I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's going on, you know. And so I kind of squatted down a little bit. I said, "Judge," I said, "I like you too, my friend, but you're going to have to take your hand off of me. I'm not dead." I said, "You're making me sick." And within about 10 seconds, I felt fine. I'm doing real good. And so I asked him, I said, "What happened?" They said, "Well, he dropped his hand off of your shoulder and he walked back across there and went back behind that post, and we don't see him at all anymore."
Huh.
So any skepticism I ever had went right out the window that night. And so I know the judge is still up here too, by the way.
Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We went through some pretty cool stuff. I thought the tour was really awesome. I thought the guy that ran the tour was pretty cool too. Last time we actually had a female tour guide, so they told some different stories, so I definitely learned some things that I didn't know about last time, and that helped me in my investigation. So like I said before, expect to see the full documentary on Monday, January 10th. But yeah, otherwise, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.